2026. Exhilarating year you don't want to miss. This is a big year. I want to just light a candle for everyone. If something doesn't catch right away, yeah, my throat's going out on that. Don't let that make you feel insecure. See how it's taking a minute to light, and the first time I tried to light it, it didn't catch right away. But now, on a second attempt, it has a beautiful flame. Look at that flame. That's going to be you this 2026. This is the year of the fire horse. Just let that sink in. This is a universal year one. I feel like they go perfectly together. I made this. It's a little light bulb with flames coming out of it. Similar to the energy of this crystal, carnelian, one of my favorites. I wore this turtleneck today to embrace this fire horse, universal year one energy. The year of the fire horse is a rare period of intense passion. Just settle into these words. I'm a word person. When I let myself soak in the words, and it helps me understand it better. So maybe it'll help you. A rare period of intense passion, rapid transformation, motivation, bold action, freedom. Big year for freedom. Energy. Like if you felt like you didn't have energy, your energy is going to return to you. Independence, enthusiasm, opportunities for breakthrough. Courage and focus will be needed to navigate through this fast-moving, sometimes chaotic process. So that would be the shadow side. This is a fast-paced, possibly chaotic at times, feeling energy, kind of like a wildfire. The horse galloping. This is a fire horse. And the Knight of Wands really encompasses this energy. He's bold. Like he's willing to fall flat on his face and try it again if he needs to. So that could be a message for some of us coming through here. The candle didn't light the first time, and on the second attempt it did. So don't give up after the first attempt. This is not a prediction to say that something is going to happen or something isn't going to work out, rather. It's just to say, if that happens to happen, try it again. Now, universal year one, let's look at this a little bit as well. I'm going to read another bullet point list, which my Virgo heart loves. Actually, my heart is Taurus shaped. So, universal year one, fresh starts. Think about the energy of the number one. Also, you're number one. Like, you're the best at something. Or even if you're not. Knight of Wands will just go for it, man. Like, he believes he is the best because he's doing his best. He's showing up the best he possibly can. So, in his world, he is the best. He is number one. And that will begin to show outside of him because he believes it within himself. It's also a younger energy. You may find yourself getting inspired again, excuse me guys, to do things that you haven't done in a while. I'm looking at my DSLR back there. I love photography. I'm an artist, and I've talked about this on my previous episode. The last few years have been really challenging emotionally for me here, guys, right? And I've always been an artist. I'm a musician. I'm looking at all my instruments hanging on the wall behind you guys, and my piano over there, and like this year, it's also a personal year 3 for me, which is very orange, right? It goes well with this year. Look up your personal year number, guys, and all you have to do, it's different than universal year. We're in a universal year 1, and we're going to look at it, and then we're also going to get cards as well. Just wanted to kind of give a little bit of a backstory on beyond the divination. Like what are the different viewpoints of 2026? So if you want to get your personal year, I would recommend it. So basically all you do is you add up your birth month with the day, and then you add that. You can look this up as well. Just look up personal year calculator or something like that. So if you want to get your personal year number, you add your month with your day that you were born to the current year, so to 2026. And then you reduce those down and you'll find your personal year. It goes 1 through 9. I would take a look at that, guys, because that's very beneficial as well. I feel nervous. You could get some sort of a big opportunity this year, guys, like some sort of a promotion or a better job, or this could also be the feeling of like being on a date with someone that you're interested in. This is an excitement. This is an exhilaration. That's why I used the word exhilarating. 2026, exhilarating year you don't want to miss. Oh, also, I titled it that because you can miss it, believe it or not. You would think like, oh, it's 2026, no matter what. How can I miss a year? Like, it's 2026 for everybody. I get that. But I've spent years of my life numb before, right? I'm seeing the devil card. You can spend a year of your life on drugs or drinking or escapism. It doesn't have to always be drugs and drinking. Or just checked out, man. Like you could just be checked out. I'm seeing the 8 of Cups, just emotionally detached. This is not the year to be checked out, man. Because that energy is going to work against you and it's going to have a funny effect. I'm not trying to freak you out. I'm just saying if you have a roaring fire in the energy all around you, man, and you're doing everything in your power to avoid that, to avoid the feelings coming up, to avoid the fact that this is a new leaf and that these past 9 years are gone. Like we could feel this urge rising for resentment, for holding on. I'm seeing the 4 of Pentacles, and guys, we'll get cards. I'm trying to get the tougher messages out first, right? Because like I said, I'm a Taurus moon, right? So I'm a fixed moon sign. If something has been hard for a long time, even if I do want to move forward, the letting go, that surrender process, that's what this is. It's this feeling of surrender. So that would be another big word for this year. Funny because exhilaration, that's like going on a roller coaster or like a fire horse blasting through the field. Like at the speed of light. Like some people are going to take off because they've already been percolating and this is like the horse in the stall ready to go. But for other people, maybe even these same people. You can have two things happening inside yourself at the same time, but some are in the stall ready to go because they've already been preparing for this moment, this feeling of exhilaration to hit. And once it hits, they're going to start running that race. But then there's going to be other people who feel like trying to escape that, because that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of responsibility as well. We could be forced to face ourselves. And that goes into this year one. I'm going to read this list. It's all about rebirths. So for some people, year one, this exhilarating kind of fire horse energy here, it's actually going to stoke the fire in you to begin healing something or working on something that you haven't been, or this can have a different effect. For some people, it's going to have the effect of finally getting you to like look at something or let something go once and for all. Like, I'm done with this. Because this can be, fire energy, right? It can also be rage. It can be resentment that is being unearthed. So don't avoid what's happening. There's a lot of energy here that we can take advantage of, and that's why I say here, 2026, exhilarating year you don't want to miss. Because we can miss it. We can miss our lives. We can live without really living. Die without really trying. And who wants that? Look at this orange. Let it fill you. Let it take you over like a madman, living his dream. Because this is your chance to harness some of that energy for yourself. Use this energy, use this momentum, use this new beginnings. Universal year one. A lot of energy. It's like my heart's pounding, man. I'm like out of breath. I let the energy fill my body so I can channel with it. My arms are like shaking and stuff. But this is excitement. This is exhilaration. But it could translate as fear or nervousness. I'm seeing the 9 of Swords. But that could be because we're afraid of our own power, or we're afraid of the unknown. It's all new. We've never been here before. And it's everybody's first day at school. It's everybody's first day at work. So some people are just better at looking like they know what they're doing than other people. So don't let it fool you, right? Universal year one, fresh starts, new cycles, leadership, taking initiative. This is actually my favorite of the research I've done here. Universal year one is a seed year. I love that because I'm a long-term thinker. I'm thinking 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. This is thinking 9 years, right? So Universal year one is a seed year for the next 9 years of rebirth, identity shifts, and bold actions. Whew. That's what's up. Could be a very creative year for you as well. If you guys want to share what your personal year number in the comments is, I would love to see it. It's going to be a really cool year. And I saw somebody say that they are a fire horse. I'm a metal goat. So you can also let me know what's up as well in the comments, guys. If you want to drop your deets, drop your digits. Whew, yeah. I feel like I just ran down a big grass hill and just like rolled down the hill, and I'm just like laughing at the bottom of the hill and I'm all out of breath. That's fun, guys. This is fun. we can also get a lot of stuff done with the Ten of Wands, with the Knight of Wands. I mean, he's the type of energy. I like to watch these shows. I don't know. There's ones like Cabin Builders, like I don't know, whatever. There are shows. I like to watch people build things. That's my point. I like to watch people build houses, especially. And for some of you, you're going to build a house this year. You're going to build a whole house. He does it quick. Like he'll come in with his group, he'll inspect the property, and he'll say, all right, we'll have this done in the next 6 months, but we'll definitely have it done by the end of the year. Right? And for some of you, you made a judgment call at the end of 2025. We have the Devil, the Ten of Swords, and the Judgment card for those listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You're leaving behind toxicity with the Devil, like I saw earlier. It could even just be within yourself, right? No judgment here. I've been through a lot of shit myself, guys. This is a no judgment zone, right? So yeah. Ten of Swords, betrayals, painful endings, Judgment card. Yes, making a judgment call, but more than that, it led to this Three of Wands, this desire for expansion. It's a new beginning. It's a rebirth. Year 1. You are number 1. Yeah, for some of you, there's like something competitive this year with the Five of Wands. Believe in yourself. Go for that job. Go for that person. Go for that dream. Build that business. Build that house. Do that thing. This is the year for it. We have the Chariot. Vroom, vroom, mother effer. Right? She's not a mistake. We got the Fox. Swipe or no swiping now. I got something funny coming in the mail. It's a new prop that I'll show you guys soon. See, it's a 3-year next year for me, guys. So I'm hoping it's gonna be like a super funny, creative year, and I'm gonna do like crazy shit on the channel. All right. You're leaving things behind as well. Starting anew. You could even feel like you're becoming a whole new person in 2026. It's going to be exhilarating. Allow your body to absorb that energy and work with it. Whew. What a gift. Hello and welcome back to the Metamystic Show. It's Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. Happy 2026, everybody. Remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest for the next guy. 3 cards for everyone for the year of 2026, Universal Year 1, Year of the Fire Horse. It's a seed year, remember. It doesn't necessarily mean if you're not doing a bunch of stuff this year that you're not about to do a bunch of stuff for the next 9 years. Some of you, it's going to be a much quieter year. But the energy, all this energy we're talking about, it's going into that seed. And it's germinating that seed. Oh, yeah. You're going to birth something with the world. Sometimes I see the world as like a womb. Yeah, guys. So don't think that I'm saying like, oh, you're gonna only have one mode this year. It's gonna be all this energy, and if you're not energetic and you're not doing a bunch of stuff, then you're not doing anything. No, that's not true at all. It might be internal for some, external for others. I'm an external processor. All right. Yeah, but some people really are gonna get a lot done in 2026. And also, this is another thing. It's a harvest year for you. For people who have already been doing a bunch of stuff, it's like the harvest is coming in, and now you're gonna use that abundance to power a new thing. It's kind of like taking look at it this way, some sort of a payout. Like say you're selling a business. It's something like this. You're selling a house, whatever. And then you're taking that money and you're reinvesting it in another direction. This could even be energy, or this could be aspects of yourself. It's like all the lessons you've learned, the integration and the letting go, it's yielding. And for some of you, it's like you're being born this year, the new you. So that doesn't always mean it's going to feel super smooth, guys. So don't be hard on yourself. Just because you're not feeling rainbows and sunshines all the time doesn't mean anything. Like, I don't want to say don't trust your emotions. I would never suggest that. I'm just saying I feel like emotions will be high this year in a positive way, but it's challenging for people as well. You know, starting fresh, starting new after a whole big thing. Not everybody responds great to that. So some people may, like if you're doing really great and you're all excited, I can see people reacting to you in kind of like bitterness or shame or wanting to put you down, for example, because you're like, why are you so happy? Why are you doing so great when my year's been shitty? I'm seeing something about October of 2026. Now, last year I did a totally epic reading for 2025 where I did like 4 layers of cards. I'm not doing that this year. I've learned this year, I've learned how to consolidate. So I can look at one card and see what I would see in 10. So just because we're only doing 3 cards, don't let it fool you. There's going to be a lot of meat in here. 1, 2, and 3. 2026 for the collective. 2026. Exhilarating year you don't want to miss with the sun. Well, looky here. Bottom of the deck. All right, I'll get to that. Let's start here. High Priestess with the sun. The things that have been in the dark. I guess I could take the 7 of Swords out for this. It's part of this message. All right. The things that have been in the dark are about to come to light this year. Now, it depends what side you're on. If these are like hidden dreams, I'm seeing an egg with the High Priestess. Like, this reminds me with the sun and the High Priestess and the egg imagery of an incubator. Is that what it's called, guys? Let me know. With the little chicks, so cute. And the chicks hatch under that warm light. So with the world imagery that we got earlier, I'm seeing for some of you, there's going to be birth this year. There's going to be birth this year. Of something that was hidden. Possibly even to yourself. But all this time with the High Priestess, your soul was taking care of this egg, nurturing this egg, because you're a fertile soil. You're a soil that your heart, your soul, you're pure. You're like rich soil. You're like a warm blanket. You're like a hot meal on a cold winter's day. For this energy that's been resting, nestled up inside of you this whole time. Some of you are going to be surprised what this proverbial baby looks like and what it sounds like, what it seems like. Because for some of you, this is a version of you that's being brought into the light. Parts of yourself that you kept hidden with the Seven of Swords, you're going to feel like you want to share, like you want to express yourself. And that's where that passionate energy comes in with the Year of the Fire Horse. Go with that, guys. If you've been holding sacred things inside of your heart, 2026 is the time to share it. For some of you, you saw people's true colors in the year of 2025. With the Seven of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, you see things clearly. You're entering 2026 with the understanding, I'm hearing, that all is actually not fair in love and war. There's nuance. I'm hearing that. So you could have learned that actually there are some things that I'm hearing something about standards. There are some things that I don't allow. I'm hearing that. So for some of you, you've really come into your own through the lessons you've learned in 2025. And now as we're entering 2026, you've already done that inner processing. This could even be a rest year for you. For some of you, you're going to go and shine to the world. For others, I'm seeing you taking kind of a rest in your soul, I'm saying. I'm not saying you're not going to be doing a bunch of things, getting excited about things. Seed year is really, really standing out to me. That reminds me of seed phrase. Like if you have a Ledger wallet, for example, if you're a crypto person, a seed phrase is a very long series of words. It's a password. So for some of you, it's like you gave the wrong people or the wrong person your password, so to speak. And you've changed your password effective immediately. 2026, they're trying to log in. I'm seeing that. And it says incorrect password. And I'm seeing them doing some weird hackery shit here. Like they're trying to like get the email and they're trying to like change the password. You can't change a seed phrase like that. See, this is what people don't get. All right. Is that's why they're having me use crypto as an example, because you don't want to mess with people that could hack your life to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So just back up. So we have the Seven of Swords here with the Ace of Swords. Something was already exposed to you in 2025. You're entering 2026 with a clean slate or something like it. You're entering with clarity at the very least, and I'm seeing you sweeping your house. I'm seeing a broom sweeping the house, sweeping the house. It's kind of like the wreckage, right? Like after the storm, raking the backyard, picking up the sticks. So that's going to make you feel a lot better. Because look, we have an ace, and it's an Ace of Swords. Excuse me, confirmation, guys. It's an Ace of Swords. So it's clarity, it's truth, it's justice, and it's victory. Like, you're going to win. You already won. You won something. And winning, all it was is that you were spared, you were removed from a situation. Year 9 was all about closing up the old chapters. And now we're beginning a new one. But at the start of this year, so I guess technically the Year of the Fire Horse actually starts February 17th. Correct me on that if I'm a little off there, guys. Um, regardless, we're gonna see this energy building. Ace is a 1. So I feel like you've already seen clarity from the things that have happened in your past. And that's why you're showing up as the high priestess, because you know what's true and you know what's a lie. With the 7 of Swords, for some of you, you feel like people stole from you. And I'm saying people because it's coming up as a group with the 3 of Cups. So I'm not seeing the Lovers. I'm not seeing the 2 of Cups. I'm seeing the 3 of Cups. So, with the 7 of Swords, literally, I mean, like stabbing you in the back here, guys, right? This could have even been a third-party situation for some of you here if this was a romantic thing. But I'm seeing with the Temperance card, you've transmuted a lot of this. I'm hearing town gossip on the 5 of Swords, so people could have, sent messages, whatever. Who cares, guys? I'm seeing you already worked through and alchemized a lot of that energy. You found your happiness with the 9 of Cups. And now, especially with the Sun, you're like, you know what? Anything remaining from the cleanup of 2025, I'm just seeing you spending a little time cleaning the yard, sweeping the house, cleaning out the attic, the garage, the basement, because some of this stuff goes way back, guys. And I'm seeing you kind of just tying up loose ends. I'm actually seeing you're putting leaves into a bag around fall time. So I'm not trying to discourage you guys on the timing, but I mentioned fall earlier in the reading, if you remember. Nothing is by mistake. Everything is everything. I'm seeing a magnet. Everything is meaningful is what I was going to say. But I'm seeing October. I'm seeing like the fall time. I'm confusing myself because I'm trying to think, okay, like say you're in Australia, say you're in the southern hemisphere. So that would mean my fall is your spring. So this could be something happening in your spring or my fall. So either way, guys, right? Again, I'm not trying to discourage you that this is going to take all this time. Like it's going to take 10 months, for example, for you to clean all of the rest of this rubbish out. I'm not saying that, but I'm seeing that. I'm seeing this analogy carrying over about the cleaning up and the cleaning the lawn and the cleaning the house and the clean out, the spring cleaning and all of that stuff. It might take 10 months of the year to spruce up the place. Spruce, like a tree. I'm smelling wood too. That happened to me yesterday. Like cedar. You have like an angel here or a guide. I'm hearing an ancient guide. It's like sandalwood. Sometimes I smell like it's kind of like sexy, like a sexy, masculine, woodsy, musky cologne. And sometimes that's when I'm sensing the angels coming in, right? They smell like the sacrifices. They smell like victory. So you have guides guiding you through the year of 2026 with whatever may come up. But I am seeing for some, you are going to spend year 1 reinventing yourself. And part of that is the continuation of letting go, the coming into acceptance. Like, when you clean everything up and it was hard work, and then you come to that moment of silence. Like I'm seeing everything's clean. I'm seeing you kind of leaning against the back of the counter in the kitchen, and you're just like, I did it. Everything's clean. Everything's organized, and I can finally start again. Because year one is a year of new beginnings. That doesn't always mean day one, January 1st, 2026. Like everything's perfect. Life isn't linear. Someone said to me the other day in the comments, they're like, you just talk about nothing basically. And I'm just thinking, I actually asked ChatGPT because I put the comment in there, and sometimes I do this with ChatGPT because, hey, I like constructive criticism. Like I got a lot of Mercury. Like I like to think. I like to adapt. I like to see different angles. Like I'll listen even if it seems negative. I'll pick out what the gems are in the asshole comment because there's truth in everything. So I took the time and I asked ChatGPT, and I went through this whole synopsis of what this could mean and picking it apart. And she basically said that this person was basically just projecting onto me. And she said something interesting. She was like, the way that you process information and the way that you intuitively explain things is non-linear. So people that do not enjoy the patience it takes to process. My show is an open process. We're processing together, and it's a whole journey we take together, kind of like putting together a puzzle. We dump out the puzzle pieces on the floor and we put the puzzle pieces together bit by bit, and then we all get to have the achievement of understanding the different pieces, and then we put our perspectives in there and we weave all that together to see the bigger picture of the group, right? That's how I process. But that just may be too multi-layered for some. A lot of people don't have a problem with it though, because I got a lot of people coming out to the comments saying they love when I waffle on. And this was a different comment. I get comments like this all the time. I've gotten them my entire life, and that's because my greatest skill is communication, right? So what is your greatest skill? Now is the time to act on that, right? And shine like the light that you know yourself to be. And the source that you're connected to that's embodied through the presence of your shining. Just by you being you, you illuminate this planet. Never forget how important you are and how much of a difference you make on this planet and in the lives of other people. Your story matters, your message matters. And it's only the beginning. 2026, seed year. A year of exhilaration, freedom, passion, transformation, motivation, bold action, enthusiasm, opportunities for breakthrough, independence, and energy. The energy we've been lacking to do the things we've been wanting to do. Fire horse, year one. Again, personal year. What's your personal year? Drop it in the comments if you choose. Here we go. 2026, exhilarating year you don't want to miss. Card number 1, the Queen of Pentacles. See, this is that energy of the seed. She's holding it. See, that's what I saw. This seed is already birthed. This seed it's like she's holding the seed, right? So the seed already exists. We had the sun here shining down on the land to grow this seed. Again, this harvest synastry imagery is coming true, coming through. The synergy is coming true. The synapse is firing. I'm seeing the brain. Things, the connections, they're being made in 2026. The connection points. The synapses, they're firing like a spark. I'm seeing that image. Like fireworks, 4th of July, at least in the US. Summer, fall, significant. I always picture this as fall time on the Queen of Pentacles, the foliage. That's how it looks in New England in the fall. So I'm seeing this year in stages. For some, it's going to be kind of a revving up. And then this is looking like a motorcycle to me with the Knight of Wands. I'm hearing like vroom, vroom, vroom. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing you like revving up. You may even be finding yourself doing multiple things at once this year while this seed is preparing. Now, this could be something very practical here, guys, with the Queen of Pentacles. This could be like money. This could be an investment. This could be Queen of Pentacles. Like, she takes care of her body. She takes care of those around her. She's very nurturing. She takes care of her home. If she has a business, she's running that business. She could be going back to school, getting a certification. She could be canning jams. I'm seeing that for somebody. I'm seeing canning. Now, that could be a metaphor, but I feel like it's definitely literal for some. Doing things you enjoy. Like, hey, I'm going to get back to canning, you know? Do the things you love. Like, get into that earthy mode. Like, even if you have no earth in your chart. And I know we're talking about fire. You're the fire horse. But I'm seeing, for some reason, I'm seeing the image of somebody putting, and I said this earlier, I talked about soil, the soil of the heart, that it's a pure, nutritious soil. I'm seeing that again. And it feels so good on my fingers. Like that soft soil. I'm seeing and feeling putting your fingers into soft soil. See, this can also be a tilling of the ground, a tilling of the soil, a tilling of your heart. You may feel a little bit uncomfortable, like I mentioned earlier. For some, it's going to be a little uncomfortable, this process of tilling the hardened ground that froze over the proverbial winter. And I'm seeing this process happening inside. Could also be something very practical, like something's growing, something is some sort of investment or some sort of project at home or a class you're going to complete. But I'm seeing like the first part of the year is more of this tilling stuff, which can feel a little bit uncomfortable. Could be also de-thawing your heart after all the bullshit of the past. We had some darker energies coming through from 2025. Queen of Pentacles can also be talking about, like, she's very grounded, guys. She doesn't get involved with a bunch of drama. She stays out of all that. Like, if people are saying she's something that she's not, she doesn't even bother responding. She just lives her life. She lets her life speak for itself. She's very, like, unassuming, even if she's a multimillionaire. Like, she's good. She's good in herself. She's confident. She's self-assured. She doesn't need people's validation. She kind of just... I'm seeing like someone going to a farmer's market, and I'm seeing it looks like fennel. I think it's fennel, which is interesting. I'm seeing a big fennel bulb, and I'm seeing her putting it in her bag, and she's very nice to the vendor. I mean, that could be literally somebody I'm seeing here, but it's just an example. It's like doing the things you enjoy, getting earthy, getting back into what makes you feel most like yourself. You're gonna start to be reminded again of like your happy place with the sun. See, some of you may even be more withdrawn this year with the High Priestess and the Sun. Or you could just be like an ambivert, right? Like you're somebody who's extroverted and introverted. I identify with that personally. So some of you could as well. So, you could, on one hand, with the Knight of Wands and the Sun, get a lot done. This is going to be a longer one, guys. I'll probably go an hour today. I can't wait for you guys to see what I ordered. It's so funny. Okay. The high priest. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. We have fun. All right. So the high priestess. I've been using the wisdom of Avalon. I keep it next to my bed and I pull cards at night. It's by Colette Baron Reed, and I think, is it her oldest deck or it's one of her oldest decks? Either way, this moon, some of you might have ties to Avalon. I believe the connection is like King Arthur, like that sort of stuff. I just find it so mystical, so earthy. I think it may be going out of print. I don't want to be incorrect on that, but yeah, so just saying. High priestess, you're going to come deeper into spiritual gifts. Like, you may even like pull oracle cards for yourself every day and create some sort of a routine or a practice that you can focus more on your spirituality this year. Like, some of you are actually, this is going to be a seed year. Like, this is actually going to be a year that you take all of this powerful energy and you channel it into this seed, like I was saying earlier, and that might look like you being a little more withdrawn. It's not always going to be the same. Like, everybody isn't going to react to this energy the same. But I'm seeing you getting super clear on like what you want, who you are, excuse me guys, what makes you happy. And really focusing in, for some, it's going to be a very spiritual year. Like, I just ended up doing a consultation with somebody and they are going into a 7-year next year. And that's a very spiritual year. So I'm just saying, like, look at your personal year, guys. It's really, really interesting. Like, I've been incorporating that recently into my work. I'm just feeling into that because it feels very quiet, very peaceful with the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles. Doesn't have anything to do with like earth sign or anything like that, guys. This just has to do with the archetype of the Queen of Pentacles. Like, you could even get more into like nature this year. Like, you could spend a lot more time like out in nature. You could get a little more, I'm hearing wild, a little more wild. It's like the archetype of the wild woman. Even if you're not a woman, guys, it's like embracing your like primal instincts, like connecting with your roots. Can also be like dark feminine sort of energy to me as well, with the High Priestess especially. So some of you are going to be having like big epiphanies in 2026 about like who you really are inside, what you want. Like, this is going to be a lot about identity for people as well, with the Ace of Swords, and it's a year 1. That's the self. Like, so some of you are you're coming into yourself in 2026. You're grounding down more into your soul. It's going to be like sitting down in a seat, and it's going to feel like it fits you perfectly. Like, everything's going to start to feel like it's better. Also really good for finances, guys, Queen of Pentacles. Because the rabbit sticks out to me, which is about abundance. Seeing something about a dragon. So yeah, really deep stuff for some. Some of you could be literally starting your own like practice here with the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles. Like, and the Ace of Swords, you could be a seer or a diviner, like whatever spiritual gifts you particularly have. I'm seeing you just getting crystal clear and sharp on those gifts. I'm seeing an owl coming through. So some of you, you're going to be tapping in deeper into your spiritual gifts. And it's going to be a more introspective, quieter year, actually. But all that energy is going to power you with ancient wisdom, I'm hearing. "2026, exhilarating year you don't want to miss." Card number 2, Four of Wands. You could be getting married. You could be celebrating something that you've been working on for a long time. 1111 could be a number to watch for. 1111. Four of Wands is a portal card. See how the Queen of Pence, it's like she's moving through a portal here, moving through a door. With the Castle, for some of you, you're going to have abundance coming through this year. Now, we can all have abundance. It's not for special people. It's for people who are consistent. They're driven by their passions. They're driven by what they stand for, what they believe in, who they are. They know who they are. With the Sun, none of those things can be purchased with anything monetary. This is something of the heart. You're celebrating you with the Sun, the High Priestess, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. For some of you, you have a spiritual marriage, I'm hearing, and marriage could literally be like, some people call it their kingdom spouse, or their divine counterpart, or their soulmate, or their twin flame. So there could definitely be also a commitment in the cards for you, or something is beginning this year that will then over time become a commitment, a relationship, possibly a marriage. But I don't have the Hierophant here, so. But I'm also seeing this as a spiritual couple. I was not going to say that. I'm hearing a spiritual couple. What else do we have here at the bottom of the deck? I mean, only thing I see here is, is really the Temperance angel. So you could feel like you're meeting an angel here, or this is what someone will feel about you. Something feels very innocent in a good way, like very high vibrational. It feels very light. I'm seeing like a feather floating through the sky. You could be seeing feathers too. Remember how earlier I talked about the angel and it smelled like a masculine, like woodsy scent? Yeah, so this can also be angelic. That was the second thing I was going to say. But they wanted me to get that romance portion in there because for some of you, you've been waiting for a soulmate. You've been waiting for someone. There's a term. Can someone let me know? It starts with an A. I'm going to go check it. Hold on. All right, I found it. Anam Kara. A Gaelic term meaning soul friend, representing a deep spiritual bond where you can be your authentic self, sharing your innermost thoughts and secrets without judgment. Now, isn't that glorious? Wow. A soul friend. And of course, that can also be romantic, right? You can marry your best friend. And for some of you, that's precisely what this is. This is a soul friend. This is a soulmate. This is someone, but for some of you, it might not be romantic. It might be a soul friend, right? I'm hearing blood brother for some. Doesn't mean it has to be a man either, just the term brother. I got tied into some really emotional feelings when I was saying that. Some of you have felt really lonely and disconnected from people because there have been a lot of really hard things that have happened here. We had betrayal in the cards. We had groups in the cards with the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. And for some of you, this has to do with romance. Also, carnelian, which I've brought in here today as a symbol for the year. Great for artists, great to tap in with your creative energy, great for the sacral chakra, right? It can help with sexual healing as well for some who have felt, just for people who feel maybe a little bit more tender and they would like to connect with someone. Male, female, non-binary, however you identify, guys, like, we can all get really hurt in strange ways sometimes in romantic relationships, in friendships too, but it can really affect us in deep ways that makes it like hard to open our hearts again or to connect sexually with other people. Or this is the year to be really to self-nurture yourself this year, to heal anything that you're wanting to heal. Because for some of you, you are attracting in. I saw that magnet earlier. I'm seeing that again. You're attracting in with your magnetism. I'm hearing with your glory, with the sun, your high vibration. You're attracting in a soul friend. And a namkara. And this could be somebody that you spend the rest of your life with. I just heard that. This is also something very spiritual. I'm going to go over an hour. All right. Can't wait for my package. This will be a perfect time to bring it out. So, okay. Then when I pull it out the next time, you guys are just going to be like, Melissa, why were you like laughing so hard over this? Because it's funny. Okay, hold on. And it's for all of us. Okay. I feel like there's going to be fun. Like, you're going to have fun next year and celebration. But what I'm also seeing is like, I'm talking in terms of spiritual things with the High Priestess and the Four of Wands. Soul contracts, spiritual contracts. I'm hearing contractor, so some of you might be like a contractor for someone or have like multiple contracts or start a new contract, like literally with the Queen of Pentacles, right? Very practical stuff for some people. You may sign some sort of a business contract with the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. To me, I see the Four of Wands as a contract. Like, this is something we've agreed upon. We've married, like, we're married or we're in a relationship to something, which especially with the Queen of Pentacles could definitely be a position in the workforce of some sort. Like, literally, this could be your own business. You could become an LLC. 2025, I became an LLC. I'm the Metamystic LLC. So that was a big achievement. So you guys may be becoming an LLC. I always paid every single bit of my taxes and took down every bit of everything. Like Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, my taxes are going to be a lot easier this year for me to file. You just like see me with like the shoe box with like all the little index cards with like all the numbers on them. Cause all right. I need an accountant. Okay, thanks guys. What's up? Some of you might literally get a new accountant this year. But with the High Priestess and the Four of Wands, again, very, very spiritual stuff. This could be a spiritual contract here, guys, where you're making spiritual connections. You have certain agreements here with your spirit team, right? So you're going on a new mission for some of you in 2026. (2026) exhilarating year you don't want to miss. Card number 3. 7 of Wands. I'm seeing one of those signs that says, beware, keep out, dog. Like one of those signs that say that someone has a dog, keep out. So for some of you, I'm hearing fortifying your perimeter. Like you are not, for some of you, this is very spiritual. You're not allowing just anybody into your aura anymore with the Sun and the High Priestess. You've learned a lot of challenging lessons that have shown you how to have healthy boundaries, because the Queen of Pentacles, she's very healthy. She's very grounded. She's not dramatic. She's not making shit up. She's not over the top and like, wow, she shouldn't have boundaries. Queen of Pentacles is the most like grounded one of the queens that would make this sort of a decision. And if she's coming to a decision to block certain people or to have certain boundaries, they're going to be healthy, thought through, and grounded, right? So doesn't matter if you're not an earth sign here, guys. That's just the energy you're coming up in. You've just learned a lot of lessons and you're implementing them. For some of you, it's like you're beating people off with a stick here with the Four of Wands. And the 7 of Wands. See, there's a lot of wands here, guys. Like, this is a lot of fire, right? But there's a lot about reinvention here, too, and identity with the Ace of Swords. It's a 1 year. I'm also seeing this as angelic protection with the Temperance card and the 7 of Wands. You have protectors. You have new guides coming in that are going to protect you. Yeah, because I just asked about those guides, those new guides, and I'm seeing it here with the 10 of Swords. There's protection. I'm hearing protection order. There's a protection order, spiritually speaking, High Priestess, Temperance, 10 of Swords to protect you, 7 of Wands, and cast this spiritual boundary in front of you. I recommend stinging nettle if you're into herbs. It's like keeping the trespassers out with the 7 of Swords. 10 of Swords, I mean. But yeah, the 7 of Swords. Some of you really got like effed up from some of the stuff you've gone through. So you are taking kind of, I'm hearing a gap year. This is like a seed year for some people, like I said. And I'm seeing, remember going back to the seed phrase thing where it's a complicated password that nobody could guess? I'm seeing with this 7 of Wands, this is the passcode. I'm also seeing a safe with the Queen of Pentacles. Like you've put a passcode, you've put a password or a lock or some sort of, or this is the advice, right? Come 2026 to put some sort of a password, put some sort of a block on your money, your security, your own aura, right? Because this is precious. I'm hearing precious cargo. I'm also hearing, my precious. So you have something valuable here, this seed. So for some of you, you're like a hen over this egg, because it's going back and forth between egg and seed, whatever analogy you prefer, right? Queen of Pentacles would do both. She would be the type that would live on a farm, right? That would have her own eggs and everything, right? She might sell them by the side of the road even, Queen of Pentacles. But I'm seeing you taking care of this egg or growing this seed for a harvest time or for a birth. So again, it's going back to that kind of harvest season thing again, which would be closer to the end of the year, guys. So beginning something now would be beneficial because I'm seeing it coming to fruition in not even that long of a time, guys. Less than a year, I'm seeing. Don't hold me to it. I'm not God, but I am a psychic, so yeah. What? This is a general tarot reading. They ruin our fun. I'm just kidding, guys. It's good. It's good for me to make disclaimers. All right. Because I'm here for high priestess stuff. I'm not here for pride with the sun, right? Even though I got a lot of it. Okay, yeah. I'm just kidding, guys. I actually had absolutely no pride. I had no self-esteem. I was completely deflated. I hated myself. Trigger warning, I wanted to end my freaking life. That's how much I hated myself, so it took me a lot of years to build up my confidence, brick by brick. And for some of you, there is like an element with the sun and the high priestess and the queen of pentacles of kind of making a commitment to yourself with the four of wands. I see that as a commitment as well, like making a commitment that you're going to get in your vibe this year. You're going to get back in your vibe this year. I'm getting that with the sun and the queen of pentacles and the high priestess and all this year one and big fire horse energy. Like, this is the self. This is your time to raise your vibration, get your hands dirty. Seeing that dirt imagery again of putting like your nails into that soil, and it feels so good. Some of you are going to get your hands dirty this year, and you're going to build something. You're going to create something. You're going to become something. Not that you aren't already, and not that you don't have many past achievements as well here, guys. I'm just saying, this is good energy. And Seven of Wands, one more thing on the Seven of Wands, I'll close on this. He is able to hold his position, right? So if he makes a commitment, Four of Wands, he completes it and he holds his position. I'm seeing the Ten of Wands again, which we had earlier in the reading. He brings it to harvest season. Ten of Wands is actually a really good card. It's about the harvest. It's about all of your hard work coming to fruition. Now we go from the 4 to the 7. 4s and 7s. You could be noticing 4s and 7s this year of 2026. Foundations, stability, and spirituality. 4s and 7s. 4s being stability, and I'm hearing protection. 7s, spiritual completion, introspection with the high priestess. Very deep spiritual year for some people. And a very like take off and make something happen, shining like the sun, like a rocket into outer space, shooting into outer space for some people. This is not a financial prediction, but your investments may also go up in 2026. If you have gold, if you have stocks, if you're somebody that has investments here, guys, I'm seeing that for somebody. At least. I'm seeing at least for a few people who invest. But again, not financial advice. Just because of the celebration with the money. But you could also be celebrating yourself. You've made a commitment to yourself and you've kept it. Or this is the advice. Keep those New Year's resolutions. Keep those commitments with the Seven of Wands. Keep committed. Have a routine, Queen of Pentacles. Get organized with this. Make this happen. It will happen because the energy supports you. And do everything you can to keep your motivation high and to tap into that universal year one energy and the fire horse energy with the sun. This is a lot of energy. This is exhilarating. This is fun. This is cool. This is creative, artistic, sexy. Like some of you are meeting someone this year. But for some people here, it's not involving another person. It's you. Like the commitment is to yourself and you're going to hold that commitment with the Seven of Wands. Or that's the advice, right? I'm taking this from me too, guys. We could do a lot this year. We could do a lot of damage in 1 year. Wow. This is a good reading, guys. Yes, 2026, exhilarating year. You don't want to miss. What's up? All right, guys, I love ya. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamistic, here. And this was our 2026 reading. Very positive. I love you guys. So happy to have you. Thanks for being here for 2025. And I'm excited to see what we have going on in 2026. It's looking bright. It's looking happy. It's looking fun. It's looking super spiritual and cool. Looking good for money, for love, and for commitment. And holding that position and bringing to pass the things you want to bring to pass, even if it's something within yourself. Thanks, guys. If you want to follow me over on Spotify, I'd appreciate that. We have the Metamystic Show over on Spotify if you want to listen, as well as on Apple Podcasts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. EST, as well as on my YouTube channel at The Metamystic. Thank you all who support this show through donations, through comments, through liking the show, through commenting even on like Spotify and I just really appreciate you guys. Like even my stuff, like I always, for those of you who follow me on Instagram and TikTok, I always post the next episode thumbnail as well. Usually the night before, showing which episode is coming out. And usually at the time of this recording, at least, which is December 2025, December 22nd, 1:30 p.m., 2025. For some reason, I felt to say that. I usually drop all 3 episodes for the week the night before on Sundays. So usually every Sunday, I will drop the 3 episodes for the week so you guys can kind of see the menu for the week on the show. So I do that on YouTube. So yeah, guys, I'd love to have you follow me over on Instagram and TikTok as well. I do daily 3-minute readings over there. If you're interested in getting something, just click on your phone. And if you want to follow me over there, like I said, I put all the updates for the show and stuff as well in my story. And I'd love to have you guys on all my platforms. I love to connect with you. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, come on down anytime. No questions are off limits, except for There's only a couple times in all of the readings I've done that I've had to turn people away for something, like, inappropriate, but even then, we were able to work something out, so Queen of Pentacles, right? I'm just saying, guys, feel comfortable, like, you can ask a personal question, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a judger, I'm a lover. So, yeah. Would love to read for you guys, and just send me an email and we'll book one for you. And all right, I think that's everything, guys. Happy 2026. Much love to everyone. And I will see you on